Welcome to Los Angeles. Lights, camera, action, emphasis on lights in the greater Hollywood area as the USC Trojans set to open another season tonight. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it blocked. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the heat gets
just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Markway. Oh, a lot of space. Tackled there by the defense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's loose. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He's
into the open down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it. Finds his man on the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call, perfect time, and obviously executed.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. That's caught. It's Lane. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Motion from the wide receiver. way to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sanders. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
A designed run for the quarterback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the end of the 1st quarter, Nebraska 7, USC 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Looking to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. On the run, still looking. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can...
There he goes. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Shoots it to the left. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this offense is just...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. On the run, it's Sanders. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air, it's Mayava. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Steps away. Trying to make... It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success. You've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The Trojans get it past the sticks.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Defense playing a bail technique. On the direct snap, it's Key. There's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, you got to be careful when you're throwing the football over the middle of the field because these windows close really quickly. You saw it on that last play. Great job by the defense coming away with the pick.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Mayaba. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch, it's Sanders. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Trojans are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Starts to scramble to the left. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Oh, it's a reverse. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the football to him in space where he can do damage like he did on this play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Quarterback may change this route. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. All that speculation all week, and now we know Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. The sure hands, it's Key. Still on his feet at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
QB draw. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Pulls it in. It's Markway. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hunter. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play can be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
No game, but you got to be creative, right? Once you get near the goal line, you got to try to get the ball in the perimeter as fast as you can. So many big bodies come in the game. You want to get the ball with some speed on the perimeter. You gave it a successful try, but the defense was ready for it. No dice. Good job by the defense being ready.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Mayava. Time to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll go with a direct snap. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here.
Going for the goal line, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Johnson. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Markway. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Got the first down and more. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football. And you get me lined up, and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation. And now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get the fourth quarter, it's a one-score game. You got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
They send the tight end in motion. He wants to change this route. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Wide open space. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for.
It's a seam wide open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the move. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And the Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. To throw, it's Mayava. He's going to let it go. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Catch in the middle. It's Marquin. He's loose at the 15. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other.